Hello and welcome. Do I have some major motivation for you guys today? I am so happy to say we are tackling my kitchen cabinets today. This has been on my to-do list for months. Basically, every single time I open this cabinet in particular and something falls out over top of my hood vent and hits me in the head. That's why I'm starting on this cupboard today. If there is a cabinet or two or three or four or a closet or something that has just gotten out of control and you've been saying in your head every time you open that door, I need to take care of this. I need to clean this out. Today is the day, and I hope this brings you all the motivation you need to get it done. I started in my baking cupboard because, like I said, every time I opened this cupboard, something would fall out and either hit me, or it would fall out and my flour or my sugar or something would just spill all over my floor. So I ordered these containers off Amazon. I will try to remember to link everything down below in my Amazon shop, but these were pretty inexpensive. They had fantastic reviews and they have like a Loctite lid, which was fantastic. They also came with labels, but I will be making my own labels on my Cricut. Most of you know how much I love my Cricut, and I'm always looking for an excuse to use it.
I had a feeling you'd come back and save me from all those lonely nights and heartbreaks. And I feel misplaced without you. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to? Never wanted to end it like we did. I guess happens for a reason, but it's like something feels different from back then. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to? Honestly, I'm open wide.
Because this video is filmed in my kitchen, I felt like this was the best video to bring this up. But just when you guys thought John and I were finished redoing all of the rooms in our house, I had a lot of you pretty bummed out about it, I'm throwing you a curveball. We have one room in our house that we've already transformed, but it's just not working for us in its current state. So I had a kind of a crazy idea last week, and John decided to just let me go for it. He always trusts my instincts, and I am so thrilled to share with you guys. So I'm going to be explaining that shortly in the video, probably around the middle of it, so stay tuned.
Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to? Never wanted to end things like we did. I'm sorry for all those promises I made you that I couldn't keep. But it's like something feels different from back then. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to? Honestly, I'm open wide. I don't feel like waking up without you by my side. I still see your silhouette. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to your bed?
I can honestly say I never really thought I would be like a labeler in my house, but since having my Cricut these last couple of years, it really has been a game changer when it comes to organization, like actual organization, especially when it comes to baking and cooking supplies. A lot of them tend to look the same. This takes the guesswork out for everyone. And thankfully, nobody's had any salty cookies around here, thanks to the labeling. I don't know about you guys, but this was so satisfying for me to watch that cupboard go from what it was to what it is now. Before we get too far into the organizing and the cleaning, I want to thank Blueland so much for sponsoring today's video. I'm always looking for ways to live more sustainably and help reduce my carbon footprint, and Blueland makes that so easy and affordable. Blueland's stunning, high-quality Forever bottles start at just $10 when you buy a kit and are meant to be used forever with money-saving refill tablets that start at just $2. From their best-selling Clean Essentials kit to their hand soap duo and plastic-free laundry and dishwasher tablets, Blueland has something for every inch of your home. Did you know that an estimated 5 billion plastic hand soap and cleaning bottles are thrown away each year? Yeah, I didn't know that number either, and it's mind-blowing. If that's not bad enough, each bottle can be made up of more than 90% water. That's a lose-lose situation for the planet. It's 2022. We need to wake up and get on board with Blueland's revolutionary refill cleaning system. I also have to give an honorable mention to the scents. You guys, they have scents like lavender eucalyptus, Perrine lemon, and iris agave. Everything is so intoxicating, and my house always smells incredible after using these products. I've been so impressed with my essentials kit over the last month that I went on their website and bought the dishwasher tabs, soap, and the laundry detergent. If you're interested in trying Blueland, right now you can get 20% off your first order when you go to blueland.com/Denise. That's 20% off your first order of any Blueland products at blueland.com/Denise. blueland.com/Denise. Spoiler alert! If you guys were sitting there wondering which room John and I are going to be transforming, it's this one here. Our sweet little breakfast nook will no longer be a breakfast nook. Can you guys guess what we're going to be turning it into? Leave your comments down below, and I will be revealing it later in the video. And then if you're right, let me know. If you guessed completely wrong, I'm so looking forward to the guesses. I feel like I should have some kind of explanation as far as how this cabinet ended up the way it did, but quite honestly, I don't have a reason behind any of these. We've been in this house for, I don't even know anymore, a year and a half, and you guys know how busy we've been with adding 2 new babies to the family and just renovating everything. These cabinets have been the last thing on our mind, so I guess that's reason enough. At first I was sitting here going, how? We have so many cabinets in this kitchen. Yeah, the kitchen's not big, but how do we not have enough space to store everything? I just don't understand. Things are falling out all over the place. I don't have anywhere to put my groceries. Well, this is why I wasn't utilizing them properly. There was just stuff shoved everywhere. Things we weren't using, old food, doubles of things. It just didn't make any sense. So I didn't just do this to make it look pretty and aesthetically pleasing. I did it because I need these cabinets to function well for our family. We have a big family. We have a small kitchen. I'm doing whatever I can to make this house function well for us. These containers I'm not going to be able to link because I did find them at Home Goods. These are, looks like it says Felly flip tight storage containers, and these are fantastic as well. Most of them were around anywhere between $7.99, $5.99, somewhere like that. Super happy with these. They worked out really well for the quote, I'm air quoting, kids cabinet. But if you can't find something, or you're just like in a pinch, you don't want to wait for something to come in the mail, Home Goods or TJ Maxx always have excellent storage options. My sister and I were kind of giggling the other day and chatting about this whole trend of taking food out of its already perfectly fine packaging and putting it into another plastic container. Like these crackers were perfectly fine in the container they were in. The goldfish were perfectly fine in their own container. But what I have found is that the cardboard containers that then also have bags inside of those just create more mess and more cluttered inside of my already disastrous cabinets. By putting it into these solid, like plastic clear containers, everything just kind of stays nice and tidy, or so I've experienced in the last couple weeks since doing this. I don't have like ripped up cardboard or pieces of paper or things like that that are just cluttering and making my cabinet even messier than it already was. Things are nice and neat. I can see when something's running low. I put it on my shopping list and we're good to go.
Dream about all the ways you could reach me, but now you keep missing out on me, that's for sure.
really enjoy having a cup of decaf tea at the end of the night, and in general, I'm just a huge fan of teas, but let's be real, the boxes, they're just not the easiest to store. So I was looking for the perfect tea organizer. I really like the long, like, drawer ones, the bamboo ones, they're all pretty and whatnot, but they just don't work for me and what I've got going on in my kitchen. So I needed something that was going to take care of accommodate the linear space in my cabinets. This guy was only about, I don't know, somewhere between $12 and $16 on Amazon. It holds a nice variety of teas and a great amount of them. So I can put this in my cabinet and it doesn't take up too much space, and I still have plenty of room for all of my mugs. Now, any additional teas, like extras that I have, I will be putting those in another cupboard somewhere else. I'll be explaining that soon. We have a couple of these corner cabinets, well, 3 of them in this kitchen, and though they're huge and there's a ton of space in there, it's the most awkward cupboard to try to organize and actually utilize. You'll see when I do like the kids' cups and plates and things like that, it's just, I don't know how to use them properly. It's really deep, so I can't reach the back of them anyway when I'm standing at the countertop. So I find it kind of becomes the cupboards where we just don't need to access very often. Like, I don't need to reach for the tortilla chips very often, or like medicine or things like that. So they work out just fine, but I mean, what can you do? It's a corner cabinet.
You keep me wondering, is our love strong, just like a love song? Baby, it's haunting me. Don't know what you're thinking, it's like I'm sinking deep underwater. Maybe it's harder for me. Oh, harder for me. Maybe we're over it, or maybe just lovers, 'cause under the covers, baby, you're showing me how to be fearless, so no one can hear us. You're throwing the pillars through the floor. Now put your loving on me. Hey, loving on me. Maybe you won't see me get emotional, and sometimes I pretend I'm just above it all. But I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body too. Yeah, body too. And baby, please don't think I run away from you. It's just sometimes I get scared to dive into it. I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body too. Yeah, body too. Will you be my ride or die? Around all these people, we'll try to be someone better than you and I. Posing for pictures, but nobody listens to anything that you have to say. Can we just leave and walk away? Walk away, walk away. Maybe you won't see me get emotional.
All right, so I love a lazy Susan. I think that it's a great way to utilize a corner space. I can fit a ton of stuff in here, but my problem is I'm not exactly sure what to put in here. So right now it's a bunch of baking stuff. It's the kids like lunch boxes and random bento boxes and things like that. And it's just not working well for me. So you guys are going to see, I tried to put all of my like cookware, my pots, my pans and things like that in here. And then my plan was to put the Tupperware at the bottom. I'm going to let you see it. I put the effort into it, so I'm going to show you, but I actually don't end up leaving it like this because the Tupperware and my baking supplies didn't work out where I had my cookware. So I did end up kind of switching things back around, but it wasn't worth showing you. Once I figure out exactly where I want everything, I will kind of walk you guys through it, but my pots, my pans, Tupperware, baking supplies especially, even it's not like I'm a baker or something, like I'm using them every single day, but things are bulky and they're big and they're uncomfortable to store and pick up and things like that. I just don't have the proper storage for this kind of stuff. So this leads me to what I was going to tell you earlier about, but I decided to be super annoying about. John and I have decided we are going to take the breakfast room and turn it into a prep kitchen. He's looking at me going, John and I? It was your idea. But I did tell you that when I have ideas like this, sometimes he just lets me run with them and then he's pleasantly surprised. So we're turning it into a prep kitchen. We're taking out the banquette. We're selling the table. We're selling the chairs. We've already purchased an island and we're going to be putting tons of storage, having an island, having countertops. We're moving our coffee bar in there. I'm going to have all my baking supplies, all of my spices. Everything that just tends to end up like this, what you're looking at, is going to have a home. And I'm not going to be fighting over drawer and cupboard real estate. We're going to have more than we need, and that makes me so happy. I am going to be changing out the wallpaper, literally head to toe, giving that thing a makeover, and I couldn't be more thrilled. So I'm going to be taking you guys along for the process. We're going to start by kind of demoing, opening up the doorway just a little bit to kind of have a better flow from the kitchen into the prep kitchen. And our plan is to take the cabinet color. I'm going to be repainting the lower cabinets and taking that into the prep kitchen along with some of the tile and some of the things that we have going on in the kitchen in that room, so it just has a better flow. They are pretty disjointed from one another, but I really feel like by the time we're done with it, it's just going to be an extension of the kitchen and, more importantly, extremely functional for our family. So stay tuned. I'm really looking forward to taking you along for the ride. Favorite cup ever never made. Ever. This one's all warped because somebody put it in the dishwasher.
How many times have you given birth in the hospital? I don't know. How many Medline cups do we have?
I was grumbling about some nonsense.
No, I said, these are my favorite cups ever. And then I said, how many times have you given birth? I don't know. How many Medline cups do you have? Because I know I'm not throwing these away.
Take the measure of womanhood.
Well, I just get pregnant for the Medline cups. Oh, my favorite mugs.
I honestly have no words for all of this. Like, all of this was in here. And I guarantee you, at least half of that is gone. Missing lids, missing parts, whatever. It's just taking up space. Let's clear it out.
short put on the show. I'm dancing on the tables and I must say I got a taste for flipping out. I'm glancing at the haters and I know they wish they did the shit I did tonight. You wanna break some things, alright. All of the cups are out of sight. You wanna drink 'cause I can buy. You're dancing on the table, so am I. I'm not usually the one who acts out. All those crazy little things we all kinda dream about. A good thing we are running out of sunlight. It's not necessary for these guys to know all about.
These cup organizers that I found on Amazon were a little bit of a splurge. I'm not sure why I think they were $38 for a 2-pack, and they had incredible reviews. So at first I thought it was against my better judgment. I ordered them, but to my surprise, they're extremely sturdy. They're really well made, and dare I say worth every penny. If you can find cheaper ones, let me know. But I did order 2 packs of these because we have tons of these cups with the kids and with our water bottles, and they're constantly falling over and making a giant wreck in the cabinet. And now, I mean, you guys will see when I'm finished with this giant mess just how worth it they are. I mean, all of our cups are stacked vertically. We see everything we have, and they're super accessible and just a great way to save space. So I do highly recommend those.
I'm glancing at the haters and I know they wish they did the shit I did tonight. I'm dancing on the tables and I must say I got a taste for flipping out. I'm glancing at the haters and I know they wish they did the shit I did tonight. You wanna break some things, alright. All of the cups are out of sight. You wanna drink 'cause I can buy. You're dancing on the table, so am I.
When the morning's standing at your door, brighter than all mornings come before. Don't be late, my dear. Life won't wait, my dear. Don't be late.
This just might be my favorite cabinet in the kitchen. Even though it's a corner one, and even though it's not, the fanciest, we access this cabinet multiple times a day when we're feeding the kids or making lunches for school and things like that. So to have everything right at our fingertips and I can see everything that's in here, it's a game changer. I really hope this video brought you guys a ton of motivation. Thank you for being here with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in next week's video.
Don't be late.